Okay, let's talk about a looming question, or not even a question, it's kind of a position that a lot of business owners get some either wrong information or misinterpreted information. And so it's talking to a new business owner who is ready to sell his business, and we're going to do an assessment, meaning I'm going to do a business valuation before we have a conversation about what should the business be priced at, okay? And so in this conversation, this initial conversation, the prospective seller was throwing around that, oh, he knows the multiple that his business, his category of business should be getting, and that word is in his association, his group, a fella, I think it was a heating and air guy, other people in his category of business that they're getting a multiple of 10 or a multiple of 12, and he even threw around a multiple of 20. So in the conversation that I had with him, I never disagree. I say, you know what, I currently don't know what the multiple is for your industry or your category of business, but when I do the business valuation, I will do the research and I'll look at comps, meaning I'll look at what other businesses in his category are selling for and what their multiple is. And it's very easy for me to extrapolate that because I have resources that I have access to. And even beyond the resources, then I also take it a step further and do more research and look at the current market and all the businesses that are currently for sale and what are those multiples. So it is not a hard and fast rule that your industry is going to get this multiple because your business is different. There are so many nuances and some, nuances. Let's just stick with nuances. There's so many nuances that are part of when you do a business valuation that are part of that. And not every business is identical, cookie cutter. They don't all look the same, so you can't apply the same theory to this business and then apply it to this other business and then this other and this other. No, it doesn't work like that. That's why you should have a professional do a business valuation for you, especially someone who is well-versed and knows how to do a business valuation. Not all professionals know how to do a business valuation. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but make sure that the person that you're talking to does know what they're doing. And for my clients, I have to justify the price tag because at the end of the day, I need to be able to sell that, and I need to be able to stand behind the price tag. And the only way for me to do that is to validate all my findings, to confirm that this is what the competitive marketplace is at, and then to let the seller know that this is exactly where you want to be if you want to sell the business, and this is going to be the best offer that's going to be available to you. So I always give a high and a low end because not every business is in the same situation. Some businesses need to sell fast, really fast, and a lot of times it's dependent on the reason they're wanting to sell. But there are situations where the seller has to sell really fast, so we're not going to be on the high end. And then we have sellers that aren't in a hurry, and they're like, you know what, I want the best offer. So I don't care, Kat, if it's out there for a year or two, I'm in no hurry. And I'm like, okay, just so you know. But I always price the business so that it does sell. So first and foremost, so whoever you're working with, make sure that they're pricing the business so it does sell, and that they're not pricing it to make the seller happy or you happy, or they're not pricing it so that that business is never going to sell. It's never, ever. And now that owner thinks they can get that, and they're never going to get that off their scope. And I met another seller the other day, and he's gone through 3 brokers. And he's adamant, and when I met with him, he said, I know my business is worth blah, 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 whatever price tag he said. And I said, well, I don't know if it's worth that. Obviously, it's not because you've gone through three brokers, and they priced it at that. So that tells me that you're not priced correctly. So I'm happy to do a free assessment, but I need information in order to do that. So that's my song and dance on the multiples. Multiples, there's no hard and fast rules. There are none. The person that represents you and prices your business should do the research. They should look at comps. They should look at the marketplace. So there is a lot that goes into doing a business valuation. It's just not, getting your P&L and saying, oh, here's your price tag. There's more to it. Hey, I'm Kat Ramirez, CEO and founder of 10X Business Broker. If you are looking to sell your business or you're in a position that you want to know what your business is worth, because you do want to plan an exit at some point, then reach out to me. I do offer a free business valuation, and I absolutely help you decide and create the strategy moving forward for you to exit. You got this.